One. We're hot.
Back in the studio.
Yes. A little early today. Sun ain't even moved over to get in your face, which I don't think it would anyway this time of the year now. It is setting further and further to the north, though.
It is.
Or is it south? Yeah, I guess it's moving further south as we tilt more north. Meteorology was not my strong suit in school. But, you know, I barely learned what a cumulus cloud was.
I'd love to see some rain clouds roll in here
Yeah.
and stay for 2 or 3 days.
Don't think it's going to happen.
No.
We've been on a long dry spell, but we talked about this back in May. Well, really April. It was going to rain, and we got this time of the year. It was going to dry out, and let me tell you, it's hard as a brick.
Man, so many people's already put plenty of food plots. I don't think they're going to make it.
You know, if I had a food plot by a pond where I could pump water or something, I hear people talking about doing that. But even that, I mean, my dad's planted his turnip greens, okay? He gets out and waters them every day, and they look pitiful.
Jamie's in the same boat.
I mean, just, there's no, I told him, he said, look at it's all just, I think I had bad seed. I said, it's dry. I water it every day. I said, it don't matter. It's dry.
And, city water ain't like good old rainwater. On a plant, it just does something different.
Well, he don't have city water.
He's on well.
He's on a well, and then he keeps 55-gallon drums of rainwater caught, which I'm sure they're probably dry by now. Sure, the
They've
drought.
evaporated.
Yeah. It's funny, I went there one day, and like I said, he waters these plants with this stuff, and I got there, there's a film on top of it. I said, what's this film on top of diesel fuel? I said, what? He said, yeah, it kills mosquitoes. I said, well, did it kill anything you water with it then? I mean, my God, he poured in here. I don't even want to wash my hands. I usually go over there and get dirty. I just stick my hands in the old 55-gallon drum, wash them off. Dang, he's pouring diesel fuel in there. And I don't know if it killed them. The little larvae. He said it puts a film across it and it keeps the oxygen out and they can't get to it and they die. I don't know.
Hey.
Who knows? Listen, he just, week or so back. I don't know when this will come out, maybe a month ago. By the time this comes out, he just turned 83. So I'm not gonna dispute him because he was around probably before they invented diesel fuel. I don't know. I know he was around when they did steam engine trains.
I just hope I'm able to do what he does when I'm that age. That'd be incredible.
Yeah, I know. Well, Fred too. He's 87. He'll be 88 his birthday.
He's alive. That'd be the start of it. And two, I mean, he gets around, he goes to church, drives himself to church and stuff. That's pretty awesome at 83.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, the uncle that I turkey hunt over in his place, he's got where he can't walk real good. And he's getting worse because he won't walk. Doctor tells him to walk, but his legs hurt when he walks. So he don't walk. So his legs hurt worse. It'll eventually probably get him, but he parks that side by side within 2 steps of the bottom step of that back porch. But he's trapped. I think he's on number 80 something on coons. So, and he's one trap. Just one trap in the same spot.
That's what's crazy.
In the same spot. Now he don't catch one every day. He just rides up on there and shoots them.
He's already averaging more than one a week though.
Oh yeah. We finish this thing up today. I may see if she wants to ride over there and carry him his horns to him. I'd like for him to just sit right there, be honest with you. I kind of like it. It's junky. I'm going to tell him go get it scored by somebody. It needs scoring. That thing's got to be in the 130s, don't you think? Maybe more. I don't know.
It'd definitely.
Gross scoring.
It'd definitely bump the 130s for sure. That's a good deer for Alabama.
Very good deer. And he'll tell me when he sees a big one, come on over here and try to hunt this thing. I can't be everywhere. He wouldn't be, if he had been hunting that deer since bow season, and he still hunts with a crossbow, and I went up there and killed it, he'd be just as proud because somebody got the deer. Other than a neighbor off down the road down. So he would not have where I'd go, God dog it. That doggone Miller brought him over here and he killed my deer. He ain't that way. But he killed that thing, and what is that, a 12-point? And what we come up with? Somewhere close to that?
Yeah.
He'll kill it next week. He'll kill a 4-point. He don't care. Yeah. He said at his age, he may not be here to hunt them next year.
He may not get to pull that trigger
listen,
too many more times.
We got enough deer in the Southeast, really in the whole United States, that just shoot what you want as long as it's legal. Just shoot it. God, we don't kill enough doe now.
That, I'm telling you, that's on my agenda.
Well, it's 2 a day now, so I don't want to hear I killed one doe and left.
But is that in our zone?
Oh, well, I don't know about your zone. That's in Zone A.
Yeah, I'm in Zone C.
No, I think Zone C is...
It's got certain days, right?
One a day, and yeah, just only certain weeks. It's just stupid. I'm here. My dad is in that same zone.
I'm in that sliver of this.
So, I don't... But Fred, he's in Zone A.
That's right.
He won't knock them out. I mean, but, you know, he keeps 2 or 3. He'll carry them up to Weavers, and they need to be a sponsor because, I mean, we need to, I mean, that's the best meat. You can't beat Weaver's meat. I should have hit the cricket button.
That's, that's my mother's maiden name.
Weaver.
I
Yeah.
sure wish we was tied in with all them.
Well, ain't them Mennonites or something, or, well, yeah. Well, I mean, we're already trying to get you in the Amish clan. I guess we get you. Is Mennonites and Amish, ain't they kind of the same? I mean, are they related to each other?
I don't know. They have.
We need to ask Jake
Mennonites
that.
can drive. It's
Well,
some
I know,
different
but
things.
I just wondered if somewhere back in time they split off each other, you know.
Probably.
And I don't mean to get off on no Amish thing because I respect those people. But I want, and I'd love to sit down, and I believe Jake, the guy we met in Canada, he would probably sit down and talk about anything we want to talk about. But when did they draw the line on technology?
You ain't taking no picture.
I understand, but
We tried that.
you know, they can ride in a car, but can't drive a car. But they can drive a horse and buggy. Well, a horse and buggy at one time was technology.
And they can't have a phone, but it can be across the road.
Well,
So it's inconvenient.
I know. I think that's a new modern rule for them. I mean, that's like the generator can run the overhead crane in their shop as long as it's not powered by outside power.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still technology built. It's kind of weird, but
It is.
I still respect them. There ain't no power lines going to their house, and that's why they got all the money. Should have found me an Amish girl, an only child Amish girl.
I think they run little generators on their well pumps too, or maybe their little pumps
Well, that's
are
what I'm
gas
saying.
powered.
That's what I'm saying. It can't be cooked to no grid. It's got
Right.
you got to pour fuel in it. But you would think they'd burn lights in their house that way, but that would be a convenience.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I don't drawing water. I mean, pumping. I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, there's some things I guess they couldn't do without it. They couldn't have that shop where they lift thousands of pounds, even, you know, or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I respect them just because they do what they do. I know there's people out there that don't like them, but there's people out there that don't like Baptists. So, you know, I respect how they live. They don't worry about the internet going down or a TikTok going black like it's supposed to in a couple of days.
You know, but if you think about that, just going, I've been over here pondering, but you said that's why they get plenty of money because they're not on the grid. Well, you know what? They don't have a car payment. They don't have car insurances.
They don't have a house payment. They don't have health insurance.
They don't have house insurance. Mm-mm. I mean,
Well, think about it. I will just use Jake since we were talking about him. Nobody knows who he is, but his house burned down one night. That whole clan would come together and build him a house back in a couple of months. Yeah, I mean, they'd start on it before the smoke stopped.
Yeah.
They go, you want it in the same spot or you just want us to move over here?
it's
So,
it's
you know
pretty
what else
neat.
I wonder? Where they keep their money. They don't use banks.
I wouldn't think so. Now they may. I don't know.
Maybe they do, but I would think not.
They may, because remember, wherever we were at up there, we were looking at some kind of merchandise and they would only take cash or check. So they'd have to be able to cash a check somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did think it was pretty neat how, I guess, from what me and you heard, they can go and if they want to buy property or whatever, and somehow it's kind of, there's a pool of money there for that type of thing.
There's probably some Godfather Amish guy. You got to go see the Godfather.
The head guy.
I used to go to the big car sale up here in Coleman over off 31 when that was the big one before where Brickhaven is now moved. And anyway, there was this Mexican dude. He's in a wheelchair. He was like the Godfather Mexican. And I say Mexican, I just assume he was. I just assumed they were all Mexican back in them days. I didn't think about Guatemala and, all that junk. But he would always have 5 or 6 younger guys, and he bought the cars for them. They paid him back. He was in a wheelchair, and he kept this big, giant paper sack full of money. And they'd find a car they liked, and they'd wheel him out there, and he'd look around it, or I guess make sure it was a decent car, and then they'd bid on it. I guess he'd tell them, how far you can go on this car. But yeah, he was, I don't know what would you
tell
call
where
him?
his money come from. It could have come cartel.
Well, I mean, who knows?
That may be how he got put in that wheelchair.
Could be. I don't know, but he was there every week, and there's always somebody there. And he was like the bank of Mexican immigrants or whatever. I won't call them illegals because I don't know. I didn't know, but I assume if they can get a title. I don't know. Of course, we are pretty strict here in Alabama, but we sure have had a lot of immigrants, legal and illegal. I feel pretty good that most that you see out now are probably pretty legal, or they've got some big cojones that's going to tough it out, try to make it. How in the world we get here? We're supposed to be talking about bow season and our work days have started at hunting camps. Most of them might be, by the time this comes out, most of them be over. I've spent a couple of days working. I was on a tractor this past weekend, and it's so dry. I had to move. I bet I moved a minimum of 150 buckets of dirt, of the hardest dirt I've ever. I'm talking about. I finally got down to where it was moist. But I was filling in these ruts. Oh my God, you wouldn't believe. But that clay will hold moisture down deep.
Yeah.
If you had clay fields, you get in there with a road scrape, knock off that first foot. You could plant them; they'd come on up. But I had a big old when they come in there and cut all that timber. I don't know how many triaxles of this rock they left. Small rock. They had big boulders where they filled in some big stuff. Building their roads, which I couldn't even get in my bucket if I wanted to. But they left this big pile of good, about like bigger than, what is this, 50?
It's 57.
So yeah, these are like railroad rocks.
Number
nearly.
4s.
Yeah. Anyway, big pile of them. And I've been watching it for years, and I keep it bush hogged around it. I actually had a pine tree about big as my leg already coming up in it. But after I fixed that spot of road that only me, four-wheelers and a Samurai, you don't want to take your vehicle down to, a normal size vehicle, but although people have, it's rough. And there for a while, I used to go, that's all right. I'll keep people out. And now I don't care. I've got to a point, they all think I care about my little spot down there, but I call the turkey foot. I was talking to a guy this weekend. He said, yeah, we got all the roads, but down over there in 26, and your spot, your area. And I said, ain't mine, buddy. I said, you're welcome to go hunt it.
Sign it out.
I said, sign it out. I said, there's a tripod sitting there. I said, it'll be planted. I said, if the club wants to take it over, we'll go plant it. I mean, I don't care no more. I just don't care.
Right.
Now, if a turkey gobbled down there, I might care. I don't. Is that maturing as a hunter? Because I see all these old guys that they're just fired up about deer hunting. I guess it's because they haven't hunted the most majestic animal in America.
You'll be fired up here in a couple of months.
I should be fired up. I should be able to I should be able to pronounce the scientific Greek or whatever word they call them, but because Old Carl Ray could spit it out.
Dang right.
But
I thought perineum was a big one for us.
Oh my God, yeah. And I can't even say spinker or whatever whatever it is we was laughing about that time. But but no, I get, and it's been this way ever since don't get me wrong. A buck like that went over here in the chair, and I don't know if I posted a picture finished. I'll post a picture of this. Y'all will probably see it before this podcast comes out. But if that come out, I'm getting excited. I'll shoot it.
Oh yeah.
I'd hunt hard for it. I had one I hunted 4 years. He's 6 years old when the guy killed him over in National Forest. I even messaged the guy. He posted his dad had killed it and congratulated him, told him I'd hunted that deer for 4 years. So I know he's at least 6. Let him know. I didn't have no ill feelings. I was disappointed I didn't kill the deer. Sucker wouldn't come out in the daylight. Couple of times a year you catch him. And that man killed him 10:30 in the morning. I know the holler he was in. I've been in that holler over there before, prowling around turkey hunting. I never deer hunt over there because you never know who's in there with a high-powered rifle. But he killed him. I want to say opening weekend. I didn't go. 10:30 in the morning. But that's time you're going to kill a big deer. First, with a gun, I think archery season's a good chance. And probably opening weekend of firearm season. After that, they hear those guns. They know.
They know what's going on.
They know. It's kind of weird, too. Like the deer down there where I hunt, I've had to put those cages on my feeders. They'll lick that spinner and get all the corn out. But like at my dad's house, been feeding them down there for years. Not one time have I ever saw a deer lick a spinner. And it's 4 feet off the ground. Not one time have I ever saw it. I've watched turkeys peck corn out of it during deer season. But I've never seen a deer licking. But everywhere I've put a feeder down there in Dallas County, they know.
Same at our club. They'll spin it out. They'll sit there all evening and spin it out. It's weird though. It's got to be learned.
Yeah. But why hadn't those down there in Jefferson County where my dad lives? I'm telling you. I've got a camera.
They must have plenty to eat in there.
Well, I guess and that's something else. Acorns,
man. I'm
gonna tell you, everybody, don't get if you think you're gonna jump on a green field with your crossbow or your bow, you might catch a doe coming through there. But when these acorns start falling, you better have somewhere to go climb in the woods because that's where they're going to be. My trees here are loaded. I noticed one wide open. We don't have a whole lot of hardwoods left anymore, but the ones I've saw, loaded. I heard Cuz Strickland in North Mississippi over there where he lives. I guess I'd call that North Mississippi, but maybe North Central North. I don't know, but he said they're loaded with acorns. I think all that rain this spring just set them off.
They were coming down at my house yesterday.
Well, they're not falling here. I've been hearing hickory nuts fall, but the squirrels been cutting them. That's something. Squirrel season being here for long.
It's open.
Is it open? Why are we recording a podcast? We should have had the dogs and went hunting.
I wish my 2 females was ready to go.
What do you mean? What's wrong with them?
Well, Maggie just got spayed last week, so she's still another week out, and then Bougie's in heat.
Oh, good God!
And as soon as she comes out, she's getting took care of.
Bring Ruger over there.
He won't do nothing.
Well, he might not be gay no more. He didn't listen. They didn't know what they were doing.
I tell you what, Ammo, he was interested. He was ready to roll. Laura said, I want to have her spayed. Laura wants to have some pup. I'd let her have one litter so she can be a mom one time. But I'm thinking just get her spayed.
You know what? When you get them spayed, they never had, they always seem like they're a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
Rebecca's dog, Pixie, in there, Sadie, that my lab I had, she was always, I almost said laughing, not laughing, but happy. And, you got a button you can push right there.
Time I found that, I'd already been sneezed out the door. Sinuses, it's so dry right now. My sinus has been killing me.
When that cold snap come through and it got so dry, I woke up with a bloody nose 2 mornings in a row. There you go again. You want me to hit that button? I can reach over there and pow. Just
just block me out. But yeah, I mean, I've been taking those Advil sinus and flu that you turned me on to. I mean, I've been taking them since last Thursday, and it's been a constant fight with it. It's just so dry.
I've had some, stuffy sinuses, but I think it's just the time of the year. It's dry. It's dusty. I've had I'm fixing to go over there and hit it. Actually, it's a little too far away for me to grab. Well, they heard that through my microphone, I'm sure. Yeah. I hit the button. No, you can talk. I've got you cut off right now. All right, you back on.
Well, even those enclosed cab machines I got, the dust is so fine right now. It's just, they've got dust all in them, even over the doors and the windows shut up in them, and breathe in a lot of micro dust fibers.
Well, while you worked all day, I moved my boat out. It's fall of the year. I take my summer fun boat out, and I've got to get over there. I've left it. It's on the lift, kind of solid, but still in the water because I want all that crust to stay soft. I'm going to get down there and brush it off. It'll still be stained, but I can brush most of it off, and then I can hit it with some cleaner later on. I said that last year, and I never cleaned it. But
have to get your guy to come clean it.
Oh, not that boat. It ain't worth it. I'm really thinking about selling it. If you know anybody looking for a good center console, I really would like to sell both of them and buy me a nice center console. One I could drag a tube around on, or we could ride to the dam and back comfortably.
Yeah. That
one down there, I think I paid about $10,000 for it, and I've put that, what is it, iPilot trolling motor on it and all that stuff. I've even got a
live
scope sitting in a box down there. I throw in with it. Anybody interested, you want it, come get it. I'll make you a deal. I'm drinking water, people. It's been a long, hot weekend. Like I said, I was on a tractor for 12 hours. Not 12 hours, 10 hours. Because I kind of got a little bit, not a late start, but I had to get everybody going.
That makes for a long day with this dry weather here.
They all did a good job down there, too. I mean, they worked all day, although they all was gone when I come in. I come in like, where's everybody at? They pulled out of here at 4 o'clock. We thought you was dead. We was fixing to come look for you. That's what Tony said. We was about to get on the side and come look for you. Because they had text me, but I was on my way back. I didn't look at my phone. Are you alive? Or, are you still working? But like I said, it takes about an hour from where I ended at to drive back on a tractor. So, but got all that done. We got some bush hogging still left to do. And, I sprayed about another 30 gallons of glyphosate. I just call it glyphosate because it ain't Roundup, because I didn't buy that expensive name brand. I was Tractor Supplying it. I got to buy another jug of that. That was my last. I don't know. I put 1.5 quarts in each 15-gallon thing.
Rural King's been killing Tractor Supply on that spray. Tractor Supply was like 90, and Rural King, I've been buying it for $55 a jug, 40%.
Yeah, I went the 43%, but they got another one. It's 50-something%, but it's like $100. Mm-hmm. I can't believe it's that much more for 10% more active ingredient. But that I've had down there. I've got a jug down here in the basement. But that jug I kept at the hunting camp because I knew I'd forget it. You know what I did? Out of propane on my grill down there. Had my trailer hooked up. I said, man, I don't want to drag that trailer all the way over there. So I grilled one night on Tony's grill. Next night, I just warmed up a can of red beans and rice. And then I unhooked my trailer and left it there. I don't know why I was thinking I was pulling everything back. And I don't know. It's crazy. That's what happens when you get old, folks. But this old man worked. That's a machine right there. What is that, a Daihatsu? Daihatsu Hi-Jet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a machine. It'd take a long time to get to Canada in that.
Yeah.
We'd have to put that on the trailer and carry it with us.
Maybe park it in Michigan, park the truck and stuff in Michigan, drive that on in.
Oh.
Well, we got the crossbow out here. It's in shot. You got your bow out last week and shot.
Yeah.
So.
I almost shot this morning, but I saw what time it was, and that's when I texted you. I said, well, they might be eating up there at the store. I'll go eat lunch with them, but still we ate lunch together, so that was good. Good seeing you and good seeing Jamie. I would have brought him over here and put his old butt on the microphone one night.
He was going to look for him a couch. He has no furniture. He's just got a lawn chair in there. He had to go buy a TV, some dishes. He's starting back over.
I don't know how much we can talk about that, but he don't own no furniture. Or
well, so he had furniture, and when she moved in, she brought her furniture. So he got rid of his furniture. So when she left Sunday, she took her furniture.
Does he need a dining table? I got one.
Still
in here.
trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, well,
I can't believe
she tried to sell it. Tried to sell it. It's super nice.
Yeah,
that's
super nice. It's where it all started.
I know.
Maybe we should put it up in the shop so we can go back one of these days. So this is where it
she
all
tried
started.
to get me to move that thing out here. It would have been to the door. Well, yeah, it would have been pretty big. No way to hide the cables on a glass top table though.
No,
that's a nice table and all. When she bought it, I told her she paid too much.
Heavy. That glass,
yeah.
I bet that glass.
And that's real wood, the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's not, no, that's, anybody need a kitchen table? Got one. It's free.
Holla.
Let's get a hold of it.
But you got to move it.
yeah, I got to come get it. I ain't toting it to you.
Bring some strong backs.
Strong backs, weak mind.
Yes.
Or at least get some youth.
Did you take your feeder bottom with you?
I did not. I had that other one to put out, and I found one I had. I forgot. Did you know? Once again, I guess we're talking about age. I thought last year I don't know where I got this feeder. Anyway, I had moved it out to a green field. I got a little tripod I slid out there on. I've been seeing some big tracks. So I put it out there, and it ended up being like a little 7-point or something. And I just never went over there and hunted. And when it ran out of corn, I said, well, I'll move it. The hogs had destroyed my other one. Well, before turkey season, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, I went over there to where I put one at this year, or back at where I always had it, where the big 7-point got killed out from under me, or whatever you want to call it, the one I hunted so hard. But anyway, I thought I had moved that feeder from that field back to there. I don't know what I was doing, but actually I had just went and got that one because it was closer and carried it up to my property on up the road and forgot about it. So I was talking to Tony. He had rode we got us a new member. Actually, we need an extra member. If anybody's looking for a place to hunt, call me. I'm just into everything. I'm selling boats, giving away kitchen tables and chairs, and got a membership at a great hunting club. Anyway, he comes back and he goes, yeah, I carried him out to, he had drove him on out one of the roads and all. And that's when one of the members, who's a little bit upset with me about something else right now that works for me. You know, you showing him where I hunt, you know, why don't you go over there and show him where Anthony hunts? Well, he did. Now he didn't drive all the way down to Turkey Foot, but he drove all the way out like to this green field. And I've got a stand that's been hanging in the woods for 2 years down behind that. And he said, yeah, I saw it. There's a tripod and a deer feeder over on that 28A green field. I said, well, that's my little tripod. I've had that tripod, God, since the 90s. One little bitty strong built, 12 feet tall. And I said, there's a feeder over there? He said, yeah. I said, Moultrie feeder? He said, yeah. I said, dang, that's my feeder. I forgot I had it there.
That ain't the one you got from the house, is it?
No. It's now up on my place.
It's on the
That's
40.
the one I moved. So, I mean, if you need it, I got it. Well, I found one at Buc-ee's.
Out of all places.
$55. It's supposed to hook Bluetooth in or what? I don't know. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I just set it up manually anyway. I don't need all that crap. But anyway, so I had it. That's why I didn't carry that bottom down there. I'm going to carry it with me this time when I go. Throw it in the back of the truck. And then I'll put that feeder together, and it's going back down to the Turkey Foot where the hogs are. And we got that one new guy. he says he wants to kill 30 hogs this year. And I said, well, good luck. You better get all you can get the first whack because they leave. Hogs are like crow. You know, you ever crow hunted, you shoot 2 or 3 times, crows leave. You got to go. You got to have several places to crow hunt. That's what these hogs do. You shoot once or twice and they're gone from that area for 2 or 3 weeks to months. So anyway, so that's what I'm going to do with that bottom. I'm going to carry it down there and put that feeder back together and set it back up down there. We'll see.
See what happens.
See what happens. That's all you can do.
Yep.
What about you? What happened to the, well, we'll talk about that later, but I'm going to have to buy a ladder stand. I've waited long. I got to get one. I'm just going to have to go get one.
She called me last week.
I got to get one up. I'm going to bow hunt. I got to get it up. I got to get one going.
Where did you put your new stands you bought last year?
I didn't buy one.
Oh, I thought you bought 2 last year.
Just bought one. I put it down there in my turkey foot over some swamp oaks. I mean, that would be a good bow hunting spot if there's, I hadn't even been down there to look, see if there's acorns.
Sure,
if there's acorns in there, 1st November, when they really start hitting the ground, that's when those hit. You kill a deer. I mean, I don't know. There used to be some good bucks come through there. I ain't had no good bucks in a while, but they usually feed all night long down there. Because them things, you know, they're big as a plum. But I got another spot on my place. I've done picked out the tree. I just got to get a stand. I thought, you know, I was getting some stands.
Me too.
What happened?
I know where one's at.
I've got one. I've got a stand. I just don't want to put it up. It's too big. It's too heavy.
Was it one of them 21-foot Millenniums?
No, this is an old, it's not old. I shouldn't say it's old. It's a Summit. It's a Summit stand, but it's steel. It's heavy built. And I don't want to put it up by myself. I'd much rather put up a Millennium or an Old Man, which is a Millennium.
Right.
And be, you know.
I know a fella's got one of them Old Man brand new and they ain't never even been put together. 18 foot.
Yeah, 18. That's
or 17, whatever they are, but shooting rail, foot rest. I know where one of those is at. It's kind of in the way right now.
Yeah. What's it on sale?
It's for sale. It ain't on sale. Ain't that what they say?
I trade somebody a kitchen table.
I bought it in the year last year, wanting to put it down in on that 50 acres down in
back there. Yeah, back behind you, back down in there.
No, actually down there at Pickens County on that 50 they had leased because I had to climb a climber one day, and I said I'll fix that. Well, the 50 acres sold.
Oh,
and they didn't get to release it, so I've still got the tree stand in my shop. Ain't even been put together yet. It's just sitting there. If it don't go anywhere in the next couple of weeks, you can take it to your 40 and put it together. Then I'll have a place to hunt.
I'm gonna have to get something. This is gonna be my. Actually, it'd be good for when acorns are dropping the bow hunt out of. It's gonna be a great place, closer to rut, because those bucks last year, they would not hit those fields with those does until it was dark.
Yeah, you'll kill a deer there.
We my brother was hunting over there. I was hunting other shooting house, and I'm telling you, 15 minutes after we left, because we stayed in the black dark. Mm-hmm. Before I could get back to camp, we'd have a picture, and there they'd be, 2 of them, and I think one of them's going to be that one that I sent you a picture of today. He's a pretty nice little 8-point, and for over there, I mean, we're just shooting deer. So, and for the first time, I've got all my cameras out, and all of them's batteries are working. Of course, I'm getting nothing but blank pictures, the heat. But yeah, I haven't been able to hit my little device button. This one's giving me a battery warning, but it's 55% battery. I don't want to, that kind of just aggravates me. So I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cameras out down there. One up here, 7, and one at my dad's, 8. I got 8 cameras out. And I really want to buy that new Moultrie solar camera. But it's not a 3.
Mm-mm.
Which I don't understand. I just don't understand that. So, and I got a solar panel there. It's giving me, I don't know if it's the panel or the cable. I got to order a new cable. I can plug it up. Nothing works, and it's fully charged. So
I think I'm going to put one more camera up and have me 2 cameras at one spot when it kind of gets closer to the rut down there at my little hole. And because my camera can't cover everything. So I think I'm going to go up on the hill a little bit and kind of do a downward shot because they love to run them out of those bottoms. So I think I'm going to do that this year, like run 2.
if I could get a cell signal, I have one down there that my Moultrie Edge 1 or whatever you want to call them, it's not as strong of a signal coming in. And they might get weak over time like cell phones do. I don't know.
Yeah.
But my Edge 2 Pro I had down there, and there for about a week or so, it sent pictures, and then it, I guess, lost connection. And so I can't really keep a cell camera down there. I can put a regular camera down there, and I probably should have. But I'd really like to get in there and put the ladder stand up and get the heck out of there. And it's beautiful. You're going to be able to, you're sitting kind of a finger, it's not really a ridge. It just kind of comes down, but this big open bottom down in there. And it's absolutely beautiful. A lot of white oaks and red oaks. I didn't see, there are not no water oaks in there, but I think it'd be a great bow hunting spot. I got another one right up beside the hill. There's a ton of white oaks up in there. Be a great place to just put a climber and climb in. But, you know, me and climbers, I got 4 or 5 climbers, and I ain't climbed but one tree last year. Not that I can't do it. It's just I've got lazy.
That's me. That's why when me and you were talking about maybe doing a little quick trip to Illinois and hunt this year, I thought, I need to get my climber out and just check it out real good, which I keep it inside, you know, where it's not exposed to the weather. If it's
like a Summit, I don't know if you got Summits. Mine are Summits, so they got steel cables, and mine's all been inside. So
I climb API.
Well, I've got 2 APIs. I gave Christian, it was a Super Grand Slam or whatever. It was made for the big guys. Mm-hmm. I'd go hang it on a tree. It would climb a big tree, but I never moved it. That's why I had multiple climbers, so I'd go put them up. I'd climb up and down, but just leave them in the woods all winter. But I tell any people this, I saw you climber over there. Climb it, but it belongs to you. If you get in it, that's your stand. It ain't mine.
Right.
Take no responsibility. But my turkeys, they've left me. I don't know where they went. I ain't seen them in a while.
I've had plenty of.
When the scratch feed went away, they went away. My clover, if it would come a rain, my clover would look good. I've thought about maybe this weekend getting me some, what is it, 2020 or something like that. Just fertilize it with that before I plant it. And then throw me some 13 out there since it's thin anyway. I don't think it would hurt it. Maybe get it fired off. I'm going to plant that Alabama blend in there this year. I don't know. We'll see what happens on all that. So you got your, you said you got your crossbow out. Did you shoot it?
Yeah.
Gray shot it?
Gray shot.
She's a dead eye from what you were selling me.
Yeah, she's never even shot one. And she hit, I'm talking about just to the right of the bullseye first time. When I say just to the right, I mean, I'm talking about being dead center. She was in the bullseye, but second time she shot, it was dead center. Then Hunter shot, he shot well, and then we moved out to 30, and they both shot 5 or 6 times from 30 and done a good job there. It kind of got dark on us.
So did Hunter enjoy shooting it?
Yeah, he did. He, neither one of them really knew what to expect. And you know how the Ravens are, how you got to do all the little stuff. And I was just trying to show them. And so once I got them going, then they were doing their own cocking and loading and all that. And we had it sitting on the bog pod.
Yeah.
So they can shoot off it.
What model pod is that? You don't know? Because Jesse Fish, I told you we got that thing
Yeah.
where he's wanting to know what model that was. Is that the aluminum or carbon one or what?
Mine's aluminum with a mossy oak.
How much does it weigh? Is it pretty light?
No. When it came in, I was shocked at how heavy it is.
But you said the carbon one's not much lighter.
It's not much lighter, and it's about another $100. And so I went with what I got because I bought that when I was going to hunt cutovers with it out of cheer, and I thought, man, I can't even touch this thing in the cutover. I got my old shooting stick out and took it with me.
That's what I generally hunt with. It's just a shooting stick.
But what is nice about that is once you lock it, it ain't moving as far as like if you wanted your gun sitting in it.
I can see, especially for a kid though, that would come in real handy. I mean, they wouldn't be shaking or none of that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, because I've got that one that I bought in Nebraska when me and you went in that store. It's made by Bog Pod, but it's called Death Grip. It's got you can adjust the top of it, and the gun kind of just sits in the cradle. It don't clamp in it. And that's one I had in the shooting house for Grace all last year, and we could just go ahead and have her gun somewhat sitting on ready. And
she just kind of pick it up and get on the deer.
And then I started hunting with it like that. It made it super easy. I didn't have to put my gun in the corners, and which it wasn't tall enough, so I had to do a little bit of engineering on it. Nothing like some PVC and some fittings and a little trim with a utility knife, and I've got plenty of adjustment now. But the bog pods are nice. I mean, you push the buttons and it go out 45, 55, and like 85 degrees, and the arms lock, and then it's got a leveling button or leveling deal on it. I mean, they're nice. Don't get me wrong, but if I was going to have to, say I was going to go hunt in the forest like I used to, sitting on the ground, maybe on top of a bluff or something, if I had to walk over a mile or half a mile, probably over half a mile
you wouldn't
up and down them hills,
no.
It's kind of bulky.
That'd be one. You went out and sat in a chair in the cutover, and one evening you said, I might be back here in the morning. You just leave it.
That's what Wes did last year.
Yeah.
He left his bog pod in that cutover with his chair the whole year. And I asked him, I said, man, you enjoy toting that thing? And he said, I don't tote it. I just leave it. They're all aluminum. And
we had a member that did that. He toted his Millennium chair. I don't think he left stuff though. Now, although he did hunt the same spot a lot, he may have, but he always had his little tripod. I don't know if it's bog pod or what it was, but
the little Millennium, as far as the Millennium chairs, they actually make a gun rest that mounts to them.
No, I've
pretty neat.
Yeah, no
good, no bueno.
No, I've got it. You want it?
Not if
I don't even know
good.
where it is. It ain't worth the crap. And it's a pain in the butt. Take that chair apart and put that arm on it. It ain't worth the crap. It ain't worth the crap. I don't like it. It just, maybe I did it wrong. I don't know, but I thought it was going to be great, but no. But I did see, and I'm going to buy a couple of them. I know I'll end up back at a Buc-ee's, much I hate them places because Rebecca, but they got these clamps. This got the gun rest built in. You can clamp it on your shooting house window or a tree stand rail on your tree stand. Now, the rail on tree stand I don't know about because they're usually about knee high. If they had a bar that you could adjust that thing up, I see where that could come in handy on a tree stand. But as far as a shooting house, that'd be nice. Now, if they come up with something, and I saw something for a blind that would sit in between, how
in the V.
In the V. I'd like to have something like that, especially for a kid.
I did see something on Facebook, all the little advertisements for hunting gadgets pop up. And I can't remember the name of it, but there is one little gun rest that's being made that you can adjust the height on the gun, and it clamps up to the window, or like you said, off a shooting robot. I don't remember who made it. These were pretty cheap. There's less than $20 a piece. Not these.
Well, they look pretty good. I mean, next time Grace wants you to stop and go in there and look, because I think there's two different versions of it. One, I guess, is a little more beefier than the other one. I don't know, but I almost bought it, and I said, you know what? It's a long time to gun season. Why am I going to blow $20 here and do that? But, I don't know.
It's amazing what they do with these 3D printers now. They're making all kind of little gadgets that, wouldn't be possible really without them. So
maybe we need to get us a 3D printer.
might as well. I don't know. We'll try it.
We 3D printed some meat and two logos and badges put on the truck. Oh God!
I gotta get me a new hunter safety system this year.
Yeah, I really need one, but
we're gonna take a day and just go right over to hunter safety
you
system.
said that last year and we ain't done it.
If I never get off this job, I'll have some time where we can go do some stuff.
Well, if it just rained on Monday,
well, I would love for it to. I'm talking about I'd like for it to start raining tomorrow for 2 days before I go back to this job, just so I can get the powder to settle. Man, it's 6 inches deep where we're running up and down. You can't even walk across there without getting powder all over you on the way in. Every day you're trying to clean the windows on your machine. You can't see.
So you're gonna see. You said you're gonna replace your string on your crossbow. I know we didn't talk about it on here, but you're gonna do that. So you plan on whacking some during bow season?
I'm planning on my one doe a day. I'm planning on using that.
Yeah. And are we going? We hadn't talked about that, but we plan on going to the ducks and bucks thing at West Point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see that.
Yeah,
they'll be in full swing deer season. I wonder. The duck, I don't know about ducks. Ducks don't come in until what, November or something like that?
I think Charlie said that starts October in Arkansas.
Oh, really?
I think that's what he said.
I don't know, but I just wondered how many people will be there.
I don't know. I guess we will be.
So, like I said, I'm gonna put some lay some does down. You know what I use them for. Got that, and like I said, I've been shooting my regular bow. I might break it out and actually whack me one with it. I'm just not a fan of that crossbow right now. Just not a fan at all. Shot 2 deer with it and 2 run away. But it was those stupid expandables, and I'm sorry, you expandable people. I ain't an expandable person. Oh, okay.
So Mississippi's a little later than Arkansas.
Yeah, okay. So that's why they're doing it.
November 28th.
Oh, so yeah, that's gun season, deer season.
Mm-hmm.
I think in Alabama it's about the same time. So, because I used to hunt down in Foster's.
I misspelled that a little bit. Didn't even realize that till just now.
Oh my God.
But it knew what I meant.
It knew. Well, like I said, I'm not a duck hunter. Having Charlie in here kind of said, well, I might go duck hunting if they don't blow the calls like they do at them deer shows and stuff.
And he said, you know, that's just people showing out. So I don't know. Just the thought of standing in knee deep, waist deep water. It's just not something, I had my wife number one, her OBGYN, he was a big duck hunter. He was showing me pictures of his lab with icicles hanging on his ears and stuff, and I said, that just don't look like that's for me. I'm out.
Of course, the dogs loved it,
Mm-hmm.
And you don't leave them on there, but I thought it was pretty cool where the dog had swam back and it was so cold, the drips had turned into little icicle. Not long ones, but, you could tell it was froze. He'd have to break them off. But he had a little insulated hutch he carried with him. He could put that dog in if he needed to. Keep it out of the weather. That was a long time ago. Well, what did we like? About 200 days turkey season be? I don't know.
Yeah.
I had to bring up turkeys. I'm sorry.
Well, we still got a lot of planning to do. So
yeah,
and
we're talking about a bear hunt next year.
Lotteries to put in for and this and that. We got stuff we got to do.
Well, we got to keep up with that because that ought to be opening up before long.
Most of that opens up usually right after the first of the year. So we'll have to be on it January 1st.
It's the last hour of the last day for Illinois.
Yeah. We might try to get ahead of it this time.
I don't know if we can go ahead and buy anything for Iowa or not.
That's what I'm saying. We got to get in that lottery quickly, and we need to get with Tommy and find out what zones and all that because I think that thing breaks down into.
Well, I'm leaving all that on Roger.
Yeah,
he's leading this caravan.
That's right. He's the group leader.
We talked about maybe you can go try bow hunting in Illinois a little bit.
If we go, I think we will try the first week of November. We'll have a place to stay and all that.
Well, it should be rut. It'll be hard getting in where we might want to go. We know a few places.
Yeah, yeah. I really don't think it would matter where we went.
Maybe not. Just ride down the road and shoot them out the window. There's only like 4,000 of them up there this spring, just stand there and look at you.
Well, when I talked to William the other day, I think he said you get one buck and one doe tag with your license, and then I think you can buy an additional.
I don't need no additional.
No.
Now, although the meat's much better up there, it's just much better. They've eat that corn and beans. They just taste better, but
you get a little more.
I'm gonna tell you, you better think about it before you pull the trigger or
get one out.
Or yeah, you got to drag. I mean, a 200-pound doe. I mean, think about that.
Yeah.
I grant you, we might could drag a four-wheeler with us. Look like up there that one place they were riding four-wheelers back in there on that trail we walked. And I got a feeling a lot of people probably deer hunt that. That'd be a great spot. Right on top of that hill with them trails coming in and out from the private farm. You could sit right in there and get in there wee hours in the morning, catch them coming out and going to bed, and then be up there in the evening, catch them going back into the corn or whatever they go, beans or whatever they're doing. But I mean, I'm looking forward to deer season. I'm not looking for it.
I'm looking forward to that cooler weather.
Well, I mean, it's coming. It'll be here. Like I said, I know it's coming when I start getting on that tractor and sweating. I did a lot better. I've learned a lot over the years on them tractors. I make sure I carry plenty to drink. I drank 4, not Gatorades. What's the other one? Powerade, Zero, the zeros. I had 4 of those and 6 waters, and I had a half a water when I got back. I carried 1 bologna sandwich and 1 peanut butter and jelly sandwich with me. Because them boys was trimming limbs. I looked at it and I said, dang, it's 12:15. I said, I get up here and get the shade. I'm going to go ahead and eat a sandwich. I was kicked back, had my earbuds in, drinking a Powerade and eating a peanut butter sandwich, and here they come by. I don't know. They said, you need anything? I said, no, I'm good. They said, we ain't coming back now if you don't need nothing. I said, no, I'm good. I said, I got a jug of diesel fuel, which I knocked it over with my damn tractor and half of it run out, but I didn't need it. I mean, I filled my tractor up with the other half of the jug, but it was half gone by the time I jumped off the track, got it stopped, jumped off and got it. But I stayed on it all day. So I'll be on it all day this, I'm going to work a Friday instead of the Saturday because I got to be somewhere. The next thing you know, we're just praying for rain. I'm going to go down here and do a rain dance tonight, I guess. See if I can get some. It rained like crazy up toward Moulton. And then, did you see that this morning?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I know Huntsville got some rain one evening last week.
This was
a big storm.
This morning. It rained hard. I mean, from Florence down through Moulton and all right across into Mississippi, right through there.
Man, the shows area up there, they always get rain. We can be in a major drought, and they get rain every evening.
I don't know what happens. I don't know how it does it. It was like this spot, when it blew up. Now, Mississippi, they got a good bit of rain, but it just happened to be right in that part.
I traveled to Canton, Georgia Saturday, and man, it's as dry there as it is here. It's terrible. When I talked to Tyler, he said that they hadn't had rain, and it was very little in a couple of weeks. It looked about like here where everybody's leaves are starting to fall, but it ain't from the weather, or the cold weather. It's from the dry weather.
Well, the other day when I was talking to Nick, I was telling him we was thinking about doing a bear hunt. It was like, why don't you come over here and just kill this bear? It's in my deer feeder. I said, y'all got a bear season? I didn't know they had a bear season, to be honest with you. Yeah. I said, you ain't going to shoot it? And he said, no, I don't care nothing for it. Of course, we was talking about this. I guess it ain't a big secret now that he went to New Zealand. By the time this comes out, I'm sure we're going to get him on here too, to tell his story and hear all about it. It was a whirlwind trip. I think if we ever go over there, I want to stay a couple of weeks. I don't want to. You're going to do your hunt, and then you got to take the women and do their thing. Of course, if we made a big group, all the women could go do their thing while we're doing our thing.
Yeah.
But Nick's wife went with him. Mm-hmm. I thought it was pretty cool.
He said she followed every step.
And it was cold. You see some of the pictures?
They were bundled up.
Yeah, it was cold. That's the only thing I'm not sure I I done got the cold in Canada. Of course, it's early spring for them. I mean, if you think about it, that's way early. It's early spring. They're on the other side of the equator, so we're coming into fall. They're coming in spring. But it would be, man, that'd be a fun trip. I don't know which one I'd rather do, though. I'd rather do Hawaii or New Zealand. If you had your rathers and it costs the same money, which one would you do? I mean, I guess I'd do New Zealand if it costs the same money.
Mm-hmm.
See, if you'd been a turkey hunter back in your Army days, you'd already have your Hawaii turkey.
Yeah.
I'd have to go over there by myself.
I'm going.
Well, you say you're going. I'm ready. You ready? You want me?
I got a little bit of time left.
I don't. My time's a ticking. I figure 10 more years of hard hunting. Then I might be stuck to the Texas and flatland prairies. Find me a place up here around Huntsville or down south where it's flat. Oklahoma. Well, we got to go back there anyway. So I think we're gonna do public land this time. I can't be no worse. Or hopefully we might make a contact somewhere out there where we, find somebody's got a couple 100 acres, let us hunt.
Or res.
Yeah. I don't know. I done paid once to not kill nothing. I can go out there and just hunt public, not kill nothing. It wouldn't be so bad.
We won't go as far.
Of course, we know some places to hunt.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get caught and put in jail. I'd like to go. I liked every place we hunted in Oklahoma. There was turkeys there.
Yeah.
It just wasn't our week.
No.
Because they killed the week before and the week after. And it wasn't us because we drove all the way to Tennessee and doubled up the same damn day.
Yep.
So I don't know. Well, I had the boys check one of my ladder stands. They said, well, them straps are looking old on it. I said, well, some of y'all need to get some straps and go over there and put on it. Because they want to hunt it. I said, those straps have been on there. Golly. Well, they came with, it was anybody that's ever saw, it was called the Vine, Summit Vine. It looked like one of those, CB radio towers. It kind of built in a V, but it was kind of twisted looking. I don't know why they call it, but it was a pain. Took me 2.5 weekends to put it up. Doing it by myself, winching it with a 4-wheeler. I mean, it's not coming out of that tree, but it's got a nice seat, kind of like the Millennium seat in it and that kind of stuff. But those straps have been on it since I probably put that up in 2018.
It's time.
It's time. It's time.
For no more than straps hard. You can buy it and replace them every year and move the stand a little bit just to.
Oh, you can't move the stand. It's jammed in. I'm just telling you. I'll let you go hunt that green field. You can see it's kind of weird getting up and climbing this little thing. You just get, it's weird. My buddy taught me into buying one. I bought it. Like I said, it wasn't a one man put up job, but I did it. So I've killed deer out of it. I think they've killed a couple deer over there. Another spot, I've got a stand. It don't belong to me. I tell everybody down there, I don't have a deed in my pocket. You can hunt anywhere down here you want to hunt. Make sure you got your baiting permit, because chances are if you hunt where I am, you're going to see some corn somewhere. Other than that, I just don't care no more. So, Johnny, Patrick, y'all all listen. Go to it. You'll know where my blinds are. Y'all drive by them all the time. You have to carry a chair. Most of the time I have my Millennium chair. I just carry it with me. I did put a bag chair in a couple of them this year, but they're just not as comfortable as that Millennium chair.
Mm-mm.
You got the four-footed one. I got the 3-footed one. And I meant to look and make sure it's down there at the club. I forgot because I couldn't find it for dove hunting. But I think it's down there. Probably under the table where I've let down into a bed. What else you got? Safety tip of the week. Got a safety tip? Don't talk back to your wife. That's a good safety tip. Or girlfriend. Or tell them to ask your mother for advice. That's always good. Say, Mama wouldn't have done that. That always works good. That goes over good.
And don't start the conversation off with your mama.
How's them biscuits? So, they ain't quite as good as Mama's. Maybe you ought to get Mama to teach you how to make them.
That goes over like a lead turn a punch bowl.
I'm just giving a little marital advice. Now I have been divorced once, so take that any way you want to. But no, if you hadn't got them out, get your tree stands out, check all your cables, check all your straps. Especially if you put lock-ons on, even the old ones that chain lock-ons, you need to always check that stuff. They rust, they rub, ladder stands every time. I mean, you need to be changing them at least every other year. And I've just talked about one that's been up forever. But I have, I should take that back. I have changed that strap before. It's just I made a point to tell them, somebody ordered to buy a strap and go over there and put on, even though I've got some. I would, if I go hunt it, I'll carry a strap with me.
Right.
And I'll just climb up there and put the strap on it. But it's weird. It's got these long straps that come down and X and around and back up somehow or another, because it's just like it's a single tower. It's not a ladder. So didn't mean get back off on that, but climbers, the APIs that have the chains, make sure, I guess they still sell that shrink to go on them. I found you could buy the whole chain set. It was a whole lot easier just to buy new chains and everything.
Money-wise, it ain't much different.
No, it wasn't a whole lot different. I hadn't bought any in a long time, so I guess you can still buy them. I switched over basically to Summits. I kind of like that cable, but they will wear out. So be checking them. Change your oil in your four-wheeler. I'm the world's worst about that. Make sure your battery's got water in it. Change your spark plug every now and then. I got taught a hard lesson one night. Carry an extra spark plug with you. You foul a spark plug on a single cylinder motor, you stuck. Because the old boy picked me up, old man, he's probably dead now. He said, only a dumbass would drive a single cylinder engine out in the middle of the woods without a spare spark plug. Because I think I got it up on its side. Somehow it flooded. I fouled the plug. And he drove me over there. He said, I've got an extra spark plug. He said, but you're going to the store tomorrow and buy me another one. And he gave me a spark plug. I went and put in it and brought it back that evening. So, yeah, don't cost nothing. Put it in your little toolkit or under there. I don't know about side-by-sides. I don't own one. I don't know what you do to them. I don't know if they're single cylinder. I don't know if that 1000's got two spark plugs or one, or where they split when the 570 Polarises to the 800s and 900s. Now what they got? They got a 1500 now. Good God. It's crazy. Buy a Toyota, used Toyota cheaper. Buy 2 used Toyotas. Maybe 3, yeah. Well, you got anything to add to this? Come on, you quiet over there. What do you got some words of wisdom for the bow hunters? What to do? If the wind's from the south, approach from the north.
Aim straight.
Let me tell you, I would get so mad. And this was Jackie Bushman, and I liked watching the show. I kind of thought he was kind of circusy, but he's a nice guy. I mean, he's the one that does the Buckmaster thing down in Montgomery, but all of his shows, I mean, that works great in the Midwest. It may work up here in Huntsville somewhere when you cross one of these big bean fields or where you got a lot of agriculture. But you hunt the woods I hunt, or up here where you hunt, I don't care if the wind's out of the north. You might not have but one way to get in. There's a bluff from the south, but the wind was from the north, so I approached my stand from the south. Did good for you. I shot the deer. Well, I waited 30 minutes, and we blood trailed him through the snow. Well, good for you. Blood trailed him through pine straw.
And briar thickets.
Yeah, with a misty rain. But you can't tell me. This may ruffle some feathers. I don't know how many people up north we got. You're a better hunter if you're from the South. You're a better hunter. You ain't hunting little islands of trees. You ain't hunting in the snow. Chances are when you shoot your deer with a bow or a gun, if you're hunting in wintertime, which I know a lot of them it's over with by then, but you got snow to track them in, or they're going to run out into the bean field or the cut corn. You're not tracking them up and down these hills and hollers and planted pines. Because there ain't nothing harder than blood trailing a deer in pine straw. So, yeah. If you're up in the Midwest and the wind's out of the north, approach it from the south. But in Dallas County, if the wind's out of the north and that's the only way I can get to my stand, that's the way I'm going. Because you know what? Half the time, now you tell me, half the time you get, don't the wind swirl in these hills and hollers? You ain't going to get no direct. I mean, it's got to be blowing 20.
That little bottom I hunt in, it changes every 5 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. It'll swirl around. It hits these little gullies and hollers. And I mean, the thermals will change on you. Everything. I'm just telling you.
If you waited on the right wind here, you'd never hunt.
You're a better deer hunter if you're from the South. And I know you're a better turkey hunter if you're from Alabama. Them old easy Georgia turkeys. Anybody can kill a turkey in Georgia. Mississippi. I ain't killed one in Mississippi or Georgia, so I'm lying. I can't really tell. I have hunted in Mississippi. I've never hunted a turkey in Georgia. We got to get with our old friend Laura.
Mm-hmm. Yep. For turkey season. But anyway, y'all get your guns out, clean them, check them, shoot them. Don't walk out there in them woods in a buck of a lifetime coming. You've not fired your gun since last year. Don't do it. Or even a doe and wound it.
Yeah. But chances are that big giant buck's going to come out there and you're just going to blow dirt up under him or shoot over him or wound him to where he runs off and dies. Your bow's the same way. Don't wait till the day before bow season to get your bow out. Or the day of. I used to hunt with some guys that the day they cracked that case open was
first time they've
looked at it since the last day they hunted with it. We had one guy, he pulled back on one and his string broke. When's the last time you changed your string? Well, that came on it. Bow was probably as old as that I got now. I mean, first off, that could kill you. It could break your arm.
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous. If you're hunting with a camera, I'd suggest going back and watching Nick last year. I can't know what episode that was on Chasing Weekends. Make sure that camera arm is out of the way. All right. I'm done. I'm just rambling now. I'm rambling. I'm a rambling man. Doing all I can. Guess I'll take them horns to Bremen. Man.
I guess I'll go pick up 2 of my rifles and go look at a job.
Man, I should just give you my shotgun and let you carry it with him. Tell him I ain't cleaned it.
Tell him to clean it and check it out.
This is what you tell him. He said he didn't touch it because he wanted somebody to look, see if he didn't want to mess something up in there or move something back by taking it apart.
Yeah. I can do it.
Why don't I get that before we leave and just hand it to you?
We can do that.
Because it's right down there. I can almost see it from here.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's good.
All right. Y'all got any tips? Send them to us. Want to be on the podcast? Let us know. We might just surprise you. Other than that, I guess we'll see everybody in about a week, if not sooner or later. Either way, take care of your trees because that's where the turkeys sleep.
Daisies blooming, sundress swaying in the breeze. I can't stop staring. You've put a spell on me, and I hope that you never decide to set me free. The way you're moving got me moving my own feet. The greatest feeling that I could ever dare to dream is you forever moving next to me. Let's not waste time, oh, take this slow. We've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. The leaves ain't waiting, their colors changing like the times. And I'm taking, darling, would you be mine? And I hope you know I will love you for the rest of my life. Let's not waste time, oh, take this slow. You got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. Let's not waste time, oh, take this slow. We've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. Yeah, you and I as one will always be better than